It's less than a month until I leave the UK and travel back home to Florida to visit my family, which means I'm getting a little paranoid about catching a bug before I fly. So today I'm going to be making some ginger shots, which are small concentrated drinks made from fresh ginger root that really pack a punch of flavor and, more importantly, a lot of immune boosting properties, which make it the perfect thing to be adding into my diet right now. So let's start making a batch. Welcome to Replenished with Plants. My name is Sue. How do you do? I am a plant-based nutritional therapist based in London, but working online. For a large batch, you'll need 5 pieces of organic ginger, 4 unwaxed lemons, and a couple of apples to add sweetness. You'll also need some bottles to store the shots. I like to use these individual 60 milliliter bottles that are already portioned out, or you can just use any mason jar that's airtight. Ginger contains compounds that have antimicrobial properties, which mean they can help fight against harmful bacteria and viruses that can weaken your immune system. It's also rich in antioxidants, which can help protect your cells from damage caused by harmful molecules known as free radicals. And if you live in London like I do, you have a lot of free radicals going on around you. Ginger shots have a blend of ginger, water, and sometimes other ingredients like lemon juice, coconut water, cayenne pepper, cinnamon. It all depends on what you like. However, it's important to note that ginger shots are really strong and they may cause some discomfort if you're not used to drinking them or if you're having them on an empty stomach. So it's really best to start with a small amount and see how your body reacts before drinking more. For the larger batches, I use a juicer with a citrus press to juice the lemons, and then I switch to a regular attachment for the ginger. You can also put lemons straight into the juicer with the peel, but it can be a little bit bitter when you're doing a large batch. So depending on how strong you want your shots to be, you'll need to add anywhere from 2 to 4 cups of filtered water to dilute the juice, but you could also use coconut water to add in some electrolytes. For smaller batches, I use a blender and add in a chunk of ginger, half a lemon, and some apple along with water and blend it until smooth. You can then use a nut milk bag or a sieve to separate the pulp, which you can save to add into smoothies or into stir fries. You can check out my blog post link below for more tips on how to use up your scraps. You'll want to give the juice a good shake before filling your bottles to make sure it's fully mixed. Then fill up each bottle to the top. Try to avoid leaving space in the bottle as you'll want to keep the oxygen out, which will help maintain the nutrients as long as possible. I've now made enough ginger shots for my husband and me to have them for the next 6 days. I added in 3 cups of filtered water to dilute the juice because I tried it and it was too strong. The juice that's left over will go into a mason jar and I'll seal it to keep the air out, that way it'll stay as fresh as possible. And you can keep these in the fridge for up to a week, but if you want to keep them longer, I'd recommend freezing the shots in a freezer-safe container and not these bottles because they will break in the freezer. So thanks for watching the video, and if you decide to make these potent little immune boosters yourself, let me know. You can find me at replenishedwithplants.com or on Instagram at replenishedwithplants. Thank you, bye-bye.